The electronic I-9 form is designed to circumvent many of the errors made when completing the form. However, not all of these errors are catchable by the software. This video will provide you with some examples of the most common errors that are not caught by the electronic form when hiring representatives or filling out the Section 2 of the form in particular. So let's take a look. When completing Section 2, the most common error we see are incorrectly filled out issuing authorities. Once you choose the document from either List A, B, or C, the next line is the issuing authority line. A common mistake is failing to identify the correct issuing authority found on the document. For example, a common document offered by new hires for List B is a driver's license, so naturally you choose driver's license from the drop-down menu. On the issuing authority line, however, many managers will put an abbreviation of the state, such as if it came from Missouri, it would say MODL. Of course, there is no such authority as MODL, so this is incorrect. The proper issuing authority for any driver's license is the state from which this license was issued. And in this case, it's Missouri, so you would put State of Missouri in the issuing authority line. No abbreviations, and be sure to include the entire phrase. List C also has common errors from the issuing authority line. Always be sure to check the seal if you are checking a Social Security card. Some will read Social Security Administration, while others will have Department of Health and Human Services. As you can see in these examples, having this either abbreviated or incorrect on the form can cause problems with Immigration Control Enforcement, or ICE, and potential fines for your company. Birth certificates are another common document that we see managers input birth certificate as the issuing authority. Again, this is a violation and is finable, so always put the state of and then the state from which the document was issued in the issuing authority line. In our example here, our applicant is from Florida and gave us a birth certificate from Florida, so the issuing authority is the state of Florida. Finally, we commonly see errors in the address field for company or organization. This field should always be a physical address. No P.O. boxes are allowed, and it should be the address at which the documents were verified. For example, if my corporate office is at 803 Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and this is where my new hire brought the documents in for verification on their first day of work, then my address will be 803 Bourbon Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70116. However, if my company has multiple locations, and I meet my new hire in Memphis, Tennessee at one of these locations to examine his or her documents, I would use the physical address of the location in Memphis where I examined the documents. In this example, it's 2765 Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee, 38116. Remember, when filling out the I-9 form, consider the objective of the government. They want to be sure that employers are physically examining the correct documents for accuracy. Therefore, if they find discrepancies between the documents sent in to, for example, E-Verify, and the descriptions you write on the form, they will assume that you did not physically examine these documents and will consider your company in violation. And this could mean a hefty fine for each form with these types of errors.